Okay, so get this. Poe's Magic Theater, right? Like down at the Lord Baltimore Hotel.
Mm.
The place is like practically, well, it's famous for ghost stories, right?
Yeah.
They're hosting, get this, not one, but two spooky events.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This, October 18th and 19th.
Uh-huh.
Double the chills, double
The fight.
the fun. I like that. That's good.
Yeah.
So it's interesting because they're like completely different takes, right,
Yeah.
on this whole kind of supernatural thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both happening within, the same walls, the same supposedly haunted walls.
Exactly.
So first up, we've got A Chance of a Ghost,
Okay.
starring Brian Corrigan.
Right.
And he's channeling, like, the master of subtle scares himself, M.R. James.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking Victorian ghost stories here. Like, think less, I don't know, less blood and gore.
Right.
More just like those psychological thrills that kind of get under your skin and leave you looking over your shoulder,
Totally.
that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, M.R. James was so good at, he really knew how to make the ordinary feel truly unsettling. Like
Yeah.
libraries, country estates, these everyday places, he could
Yeah.
make them feel so eerie.
Yeah.
Like they were charged with something sinister,
Totally. Yeah, like you said, totally ordinary settings.
Yeah.
But he just had this way of, like,
Yes.
infusing them with this sense of dread.
Exactly. Like your living room could be haunted and you would never
You're right.
you would never know it until it was too late,
Oh, see, and that's, like, the worst.
Right, yeah. The
Where it's like, oh, it's fine. And then, boom, not fine.
Not fun.
As if one dose of creepy wasn't enough.
Right.
Corrigan's also incorporating an actual, like, 19th century séance into the performance.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he's bringing M.R. James to life, but, like, what does that even look like?
Right.
Am I picturing, like, flickering candles and ominous chanting?
Yeah. It's like stepping back in time to, like, the Victorian era's obsession with contacting the other side,
Totally.
Imagine, like, the atmosphere in that room.
Oh, yeah.
The anticipation, the energy. It's heavy,
Yeah, oh, totally. Like a heavy energy.
Yeah.
Not like this is a chill vibe, let's hang out.
Exactly.
More like whoa, something's about to happen.
Yeah. Like, is something going to come through?
Right.
Or is this all just a bunch of, spooky fun?
See, this is where, like, I get chills.
Yeah.
Okay, but hold on a second, because the spooky does not stop there.
Oh, no.
The same nights is A Chance of a Ghost.
Yeah.
You can catch Steve Gibson's Paranormal Parlor show.
Oh, cool.
And this isn't just any magician, folks.
No.
No. Gibson bills himself as a paranormal investigator.
Ooh, okay.
Which just, like, kicks up that intrigue factor even more.
Right.
He's bringing the credentials.
Well, I was going to say, I love that his tagline is, like, where history and the supernatural collide.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah. He's really, like, drawing on that Victorian fascination with, like,
Oh, I've never said it.
spiritualism, right? And,
Yeah.
like, using these authentic techniques from that era.
And, he's done his research.
Oh, yeah.
This isn't some fly-by-night kind of thing. Like, he's got the knowledge.
He's legit.
So, okay, get this. The description mentions haunted antiques coming to life.
Why?
I know.
Okay.
Apparently, these aren't your grandma's teacups. Like, these objects might be, let's just say, imbued with residual energy. It all builds to this grand finale séance where the veil between the living and the dead grows thin. Already reaching for my sage.
Objects with residual energy.
Right.
That's a chilling thought, isn't it?
It really is.
I mean, to think that, like, everyday objects
Right.
could be holding on to these traces of, like, past emotions,
Right.
Maybe echoing events from another time.
Right. And it's like, how would we even know?
Right.
Like, we don't know the history of, like,
You have no idea.
right, every object.
We're surrounded
We're totally surrounded.
by these objects, and we just were clueless.
Clueless. And some of them could be haunted.
Right.
That is both terrifying and kind of awesome, right?
Yeah, a little bit of both,
Yeah.
It's spooky, but it's kind of cool.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Does that send, like, shivers down your spine?
It does mine.
Yeah.
Thinking about it.
Totally. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so let's say you're planning your spooky night out.
Okay.
Tough choice. Right?
Yeah. I mean, which one, right?
Yeah. Which
Wow.
one do you go to? But here's the good news. Whether you're Team M.R. James
Mhm.
or Team Paranormal Parlor, a general admission ticket, it gets you some cool stuff.
Oh, Oh!
You get close-up magic before the main show.
Nice.
Sweet parking discount. You know, parking in Baltimore, not always easy.
Notoriously difficult.
Right.
Yes.
So that's a win right there.
For sure.
And then a chance to, like, hang out after.
Yes. And, like, dissect everything.
Yes, debrief.
Yes, the debrief. Love it. So that's general admission, which is awesome.
That's a good deal, yeah.
Right. But if you want to take your experience to, like, the next level.
Okay, yeah.
The VIP experience for Gibson's show.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty incredible.
What's that entail?
Okay, so think. Priority seating.
Okay.
So you're right in the heart of the action, you know?
Oh, yeah.
You're not in the back row. You are up close and personal.
Right, you're in it.
You are in it.
In the thick of it.
And then a 30-minute after show exclusively for VIPs.
Whoa.
I know.
Okay.
So not only do you get to see Gibson perform up close and personal, you know, during the main show.
Right.
But then you get this extra time with him, just the VIPs.
Wow.
You can ask him questions, maybe even, like, pick up a trick or two, who knows?
So it's like a peek behind the curtain.
Total peek behind the curtain.
That's cool.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine the secrets he could reveal.
That does make you wonder, though, right? Like, does getting a glimpse
It's a good question.
behind the curtain
make
the magic more or less impressive?
Ooh.
Like, is the mystery part of what makes it so captivating?
It's true.
Yeah.
You know, because then it's like, oh, I know how he did that.
Right.
But is that less fun?
Right. Is the illusion gone?
Yeah, is the illusion gone?
Or does it make you appreciate, you know,
This-
his skill even more?
That's a good question.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there you have it. 2 shows, 2 completely different flavors of spooky.
Right.
One is a deep dive into, like, the literary world of Victorian ghost stories.
Yeah.
While the other is a full-on immersive theatrical experience, you know.
Right.
Both of them, though, promise a night you won't soon forget.
Yeah, and I think what I find so, like, fascinating about both of these is how they tap into that.
Yes.
Like, very primal, like, human
yes.
fascination with the afterlife.
Oh, 100%.
You know, like, with the mysteries that, like, lie beyond our understanding.
Yes, like, what happens when we die?
Exactly.
The big questions.
The big questions, and we're so fascinated.
The ultimate unknown.
Exactly. And it's interesting, like, one explores these themes through, you know, literature, right? This rich storytelling tradition, while the other is doing it through, like, you know, spectacle and illusion.
Yes, totally. And that's, like, the cool thing is it's 2 totally different approaches.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it's kind of like dealing with the same thing, you know?
Exactly.
So tell me, which show calls to you?
Oh, that's a tough one.
I know, right?
Which one would I pick?
Would you be brave enough to, like, go VIP
Ooh.
and potentially, like, unravel some of those mysteries for yourself?
Oh.
Something to ponder as we head into spooky season.